Sega.
Here we are in London, one of the biggest cities in the world, for one of the biggest events in the world.
Yes, Seth, it's certainly going to be an exciting one. After years of preparation, London is finally ready to welcome the world to the 2012 Olympic Games.
Such a magnificent city, so many views with the Thames stretching away into the distance, and with so many new venues waiting to be tested, this really could be the best games ever. The Olympic Stadium's splendid, glowing like a beacon here in London's East End.
And there, the Olympic torch, the iconic symbol of the Games, shining over the city of London. What an absolutely beautiful sight.
So many nations represented here, all ready to compete in true Olympic spirit.
Yes, 80,000 people they're expecting in that stadium, and it's going to be full to the brim. Not a spare seat in the house. Just imagine the excitement down there in the crowd.
Fireworks to show the start of these games, and the first event is first thing tomorrow. To Lord's Cricket Ground. For many years this has been the scene of some great Ashes success for both England and Australia, but now a chance for somebody to win a medal in the Olympic archery. The USA undoubtedly will be one of the big contenders in this event, and there's no reason why they shouldn't finish somewhere on the podium.
Representing United States
Qualifying is the first hurdle. Can she make it to the final? Arrow number 1. That's arrow's worth 9. Arrow 2. Great shot for 9. Arrow number 3 then. Right on target, 10 points.
United States of America with a score of 10.
Let's check on the replay. That is an outstanding performance on the first end. Top of the leaderboard, and the others know just how well they're going to have to go to get back in this.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Arrow 1. N2. We can add 8 for that. This is the 5th arrow. That's 7. This is the 6th arrow of the competition. 9 for that arrow.
United States of America with a score of 20.
Here's the replay. Well, after that round, this athlete, much to the crowd's delight, is in the lead.
Next up, the competitor representing the United States of America.
First arrow, always important. That's 9. Arrow 2 and 3. Nine more points in the outer yellow circle. This is the 3rd arrow. In the red, not bad.
United States of America with a score of 20.
Here's the replay. Let's take a check on the scoreboard then, and it's Team USA in first place.
Next, the athlete from the United States of America.
First arrow. Perfect, right down the middle, just what the doctor ordered. This is the 2nd arrow. 9 points. Good shot. Arrow number 3. Really good. 9.
United States of America with a score of 20.
Here's the replay. Four good ends for the athlete, sees them in a qualification position. It's a really good start to the Olympic Games. Well, let's take a check on the final standings, and the top 3 sorted out in this one. Well, the scoreboard tells the story of this one. Team USA in first, and that means they qualify for the next round.
Third, Great Britain with a score of 90.
Welcome to the Olympic Stadium in London then. For the men's 200 metres qualifying, 8 athletes, half a lap of the track, 1 bend and the back straight. That's what these athletes are looking at. Let's have a look at the lineup in the 200 metres. Pressure's on. Good race required.
Set.
A good start from that athlete. Needs to build on that. Needs to try and get back in touch with the leaders. Midway around the bend and still the staggered start having an influence. Midway around the bend, and that's the quarter point in this race. As we approach the midway point, there's real power here. Leading the pack, it's Portugal. France in second. Approaching the closing stages of the 200 metres. Qualifying in first, it's Portugal trying to go through in second place. Third place goes to France, and Team USA finish in 4th. Well, this athlete was there or thereabouts for this race, and you've got to say that when it came down to it, it was just that little bit of extra quality that wasn't there. Here's the confirmation. 4th place for Team USA in qualifying. We'll see them move on. Good performance.
China in 86.
4 years of preparations since Beijing, and these athletes now must be
The
ready.
next event is the
Any
final of
injuries,
the
any
women's
doubts
archery.
must be shoved clear from their mind. Well, this is a good field, a strong field for the final. Some great archers amongst this field, and a number of them will be confident of taking gold. Well, this
Next up,
athlete
the
is
competitor
absolutely
representing
terrific,
United
one of the
States
very
of
best in the
America.
world. Well, I think this athlete understands just how important this is. Look at the emotion. End number one, arrow number one. So close to the maximum. That's 9.
Well, consistency is going to be the key to success for this athlete.
And this really is a sport where millimeters count. A good shot required to finish end one on a high. Good aim. 8 points.
United States of America with a score of 20.
Let's take a check on the replay. It's so tight at the top. Team USA lead the way, but I tell you what, you really could chuck a blanket over the challengers.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
N2, first arrow. Bang on. 10. N2, arrow 2. Eight more to the total. Arrow number 3. Arrow 3 locked right on the target.
United States of America with a score of 20.
Let's take a look at that replay. Midway through this event, and the USA are in first place.
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
This is where we sort the wheat from the chaff. N3, arrow 1. In the red zone with the first shot. Second arrow. So close to a 10. That's a 9. This athlete needs to close out N3 with a good score here. Let's add 9 more to the total for that arrow.
United States of America with a score of 20.
Let's have a look at the replay. Well, a first place performance so far from Team USA, and that has been shown on the scoreboard.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Arrow 1, end 4. It's a golden arrow, 10 points. This is the penultimate arrow in the Olympic final. Well, that's a good follow-up arrow. Going for glory, going for gold. This is the final arrow. Well, that arrow's worth 10.
United States of America with a score of 20.
Here's the replay of that. What a race! Team USA led from start to finish. One final check on the standings then. What an event this has been. Confirmed now, a gold medal for the USA, with China taking silver. Well, congratulations must go out to the British athletes. A bronze medal, third place, well deserved.
Fourth, Ukraine.
for me is always one of the best bits at an Olympic Games. When finally you see the athletes on the podium, and now the moment that they can all enjoy the sound of the national anthem. Quite rightly so. This is a huge moment in her career, and no doubt she can move on from here. This is a Games to remember, and certainly one that she can tell the grandkids about.
Time now for a quick look at who's where in the medal table. Stadium looking splendid, and the next event is half a lap of the track. This is a sprint, it's the 200 metres. Team USA are such an awesome presence at this Olympic Games. They'll expect to be at the top of the medal table, and this athlete could help take them there. This athlete's had a great build-up to the Games, and there's no reason why they can't push the envelope here. Will we get a clean getaway?
Set.
And we're off. Has to work harder at this stage. Quarter of the way through and into their stride. Approaching the halfway point. In first place, Portugal. In second, it's France. Looking for medals in the 200. It's gold for Portugal. China take silver. France take third. Team USA finishing fifth. Well, let's have another look at the replay, and this wasn't this athlete's best performance by any stretch of the imagination. Just looked a bit sluggish throughout this race, and in the end, when it came down to the closing stages, wasn't in the picture to finish in the top three. A perfect performance that leaves Portugal celebrating. It's a gold medal. Not quite gold for China on this occasion, but a good performance and a silver medal. And bronze goes to France with a hard-working performance that pushed the others all the way. Let's see who's won the medals then. This is the medal tally. So much excitement, so much anticipation for today's event. Really good performances and plenty to remember, but there's going to be even more action tomorrow when finally we crown a few Olympic champions. Pressure's really on here. This is the Royal Artillery Barracks, and these athletes now have a real task. It's the qualification rounds of the men's 25-metre rapid-fire pistol. Could this be an opportunity for another medal for Team USA?
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Here we go, round one then. 8 seconds to hit 5 targets. Good stuff, very good stuff. And that's a great start for Team USA.
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
Round 2, 6 seconds for the 5 targets.
Attention.
Well, missed out on the perfect round there. Good performance from Team USA so far, and the scoreboard confirms it. They're in first place.
Next up, the competitor representing the United States of America.
Next up, round 3, 6 seconds.
Attention.
Crowd responding to that. Well, here's the scoreboard at the end of that round, and it shows first place.
Next, the athlete from the United States of America.
Pressure mounting here, round 4.
Attention. Stop.
A successful 4th round for this shooter. Let's have a look at the scoreboard after that round, and it makes good reading. First place.
Next, the athlete from the United States of America.
This is where the pressure cranks up again. Round 5, 4 seconds.
Attention. Stop.
And the fans like that. Well, let's take a check on the scoreboard, and there's good news, lying in first place.
Next up, the competitor representing the United States of America.
6th round, needs to shoot well here.
Attention. Stop.
Nice shooting that round. Well, that was a good performance to make his way through to the final. The question is now, can he win a medal? Well, here's the replay. These are the final standings. First for the USA then, as they progress. That was cool and comfortable stuff. An Olympic final place awaits.
281.4.
It's a terrific atmosphere, and this really should bring the best out of these athletes. Well, let's have a look at the start list then. Lane 4, USA. The athlete understands the pressure.
Set.
And away they go. Back to the surface, and we start to see the early leaders. Quarter of the way through this event, and already the early leaders start to take hold. 50 metres gone, 50 left, needs to find something. Disappointing kick there. It's Germany who lead the way. USA are second. Ukraine are in 3rd place. Into the final 25 metres. Who's going to touch him first? Ukraine finish first and go to the final. Team USA qualify in 2nd place. That was good, a good performance, and so much to see with this athlete. There are areas to improve though, a few mistakes, and that's probably what cost a 1st place finish. But otherwise, an awful lot to like. Let's take another look at the final standings. Good qualifying performance from the USA to finish in second place. Next up, the final. Welcome to the Royal Artillery Barracks, over 200 years old, and this venue has been brought to life for these games.
The final of the men's 25-metre rapid-fire pistol.
The Olympic Games always has a habit of making superstars.
The athlete
There's no
from
reason why
United
this
States of
athlete
America.
can't be the story of this Games. Quick acknowledgement to the crowd, and now it's down to the business. This is all about speed and accuracy. Round one, though, 8 seconds.
Attention.
It's a veritable lifetime in this sport. Excellent stuff. What a performance.
15.0.
Always good to get on the leaderboard in the first round.
Next up, the competitor representing the United States of America.
Here we go, round two then. 2 seconds off the clock.
Attention.
Same number of targets. A good score and a terrific second round.
15.0.
Let's have a look at the scoreboard after that round, and it makes good reading. First place.
The athlete from the United States of America.
Round three.
Attention.
Here we go. Awesome stuff from this athlete in round three.
9.0.
First place at the midway point for Team USA, and things
Next up,
definitely going to plan.
representing the United States of America.
Round four, 4 seconds, 5 targets.
Attention.
This is where the pressure mounts.
Stop.
Oh, that's magnificent. Good shooting.
9.0.
Good performance from Team USA so far, and the scoreboard confirms it. They're in first place.
Next, the athlete from the United States of America.
Round 5. This
Attention.
is a biggie. Needs to remain accurate here. I think he likes that. Well, after that round, this athlete, much to the crowd's delight, is in the lead.
Next up, the competitor representing the United States of America.
This is the 6th round, 4 seconds to hit the 5 targets, closest to the middle.
Stop.
Oh yeah, he likes that.
51.6.
He deserves all the accolades and all the credit the crowd are giving him right now. Take a bow. Showed what he's all about with that performance, technically sound. Team USA has another Olympic champion and another gold medal for the table. Belgium finished second with silver. Mexico miss out on gold and on silver, but it's bronze as they finish third. Well, this is the moment where we can enjoy success, and certainly they'll be doing that on the podium. Time for the national anthems to celebrate. Put in. I'm sure they enjoyed their moment in the spotlight as well. Been a terrific day and some great performances. Thoroughly enjoyable. Let's see who's got what then in terms of medals. This is the final tally.
Once again, a terrific sold-out crowd here at the Aquatic Centre. Plenty of different countries represented amongst all of those fans who make so much noise. Let's take a check on the lineup. In lane 4, the USA. Start crucial.
Set.
Approaching 25 metres and already some early moves. The early glimpses of the leaders as now they emerge from the water. Good stroke technique. Tumble turn and a strong kick off the wall. That could take her to the front. In first place, USA. In second place, Germany. In third place, the Ukraine. 25 metres to go. Final stages now. Gold, USA. Silver for the Ukraine. So close to gold is bronze for Germany. Brilliant performance, a new personal best, and that sends out a warning shot to the rest of the world that this athlete's on fire. So many things to like about this performance. In replay, you just see the power of this athlete, stroking so well, and that's why they were able to put in such a terrific time. Gold, gold, gold for Team USA. Expectations met as the United States finish first. Second position for the Ukraine, that equals a silver medal. And finishing with a bronze medal, it's Germany. Well, after such a terrific competition, it's now time to reap the rewards as the medals will be dished out. So much emotion down there, so much happiness, all the hard work that these athletes put in, and you can't deny them that feeling of elation whilst on the podium. It's been brilliant once again and thoroughly deserving of these medals. Let's have a look at the overall medal tally. That's the end of the day's proceedings, but still plenty of Olympic champions to be crowned. The qualifying rounds.
The next event is a semi-final of men's high jump.
Every Olympics has a superstar, and there's every chance that this athlete could be the face of London 2012.
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
Well, let's clarify what happens here. Each athlete gets 3 failures at each height. Well, he's played safe, I can't believe that. Contact with the bar and it will fall. Attempt number 2. Will it be a better effort? Well, he took off too early there, nowhere near the standard. Nice approach into the bar. been a good performance. Let's take another look at this. Brilliant. Well, it's really tight at the top of that scoreboard at the end of that round. And it really does show just how good competition this is at this stage. Well, there's no doubt about it, this isn't a challenge. In fact, it's barely even a warm-up jump. Should be an easy clearance. Ultimately a failure, but not far away from getting this absolutely right. Here he is then, attempt number 2. What made it look simple? No problems at all with that one, and plenty of space still to go higher. Here's the replay. Confirming this, so tight at the top of that leaderboard.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Well, this athlete is going to have to choose what level to jump over the bar. Well, that's a conservative selection. Hits the bar and it falls off. Second attempt. Good performance there. Here is the replay. Let's have a look at the scoreboard at the end of that last round. And wow, goodness me, it really is tight at the top. How ambitious is he going to be with this attempt? This athlete is looking to jump higher than anybody else has in the history of this sport. This is a world record attempt. Well, the takeoff was poor there. I don't know what was wrong with this athlete, but I think they need to have another look at this. Attempt number 2. Well, that went wrong, and badly wrong, so it's a foul. Here's the replay. Has to get the technique right at the end. Well, the run-in was great, but the takeoff really left them in big trouble. Massive disappointment with that result. Nowhere near this athlete's best.
2.17.
Plenty of crowd support here. They're all ready to get this event underway. The women's 10-metre platform has seen different countries have eras of dominance. The USA, China, and more recently Australia have all done well. Well, I'm sure there are plenty of butterflies. This is this athlete's first time at the Olympic Games. Well, the athlete probably knows what dive's needed here, just needs to let the judges know. Well, that's a good performance. The crowd seem to like it. Let's take a look at the replay. Here are the scores. A wonderful performance so far, and the results on the scoreboard are just as electrifying.
It is a terrific, terrific lead that this athlete takes from here. Been brilliant so far, this athlete, and the question is now, can they follow up their recent attempt with another huge effort here? Well, that's a good dive from the USA, happy with that. Let's take a look at the replay. Good degree of difficulty and well executed. Technically, that had everything that you would hope to see from that dive, and I'm sure the judges will be more than happy to reflect that in their scores. First place at the midway point for Team USA, and things definitely going to plan. A number of options that the diver can take. Is it going to be the case of pushing herself, or will it be a case of playing safe? Well, that was nice. I think that was all right. Still very much a work in progress, that last dive. Here's the replay. This is a really good dive. Well, here are the results then coming in now. Well, a first place performance so far from Team USA, and that has been shown on the scoreboard. Well, this is a tough choice. How to improve on that last dive. There are plenty of options. Well, this is an ambitious, bold and brave choice. Can this athlete do it? That's a well-executed dive from the USA. Every phase was about right. Well done. Here's the replay. Let's see how the judges rated it. Let's take a check on the scoreboard then, and it's Team USA in first place. Having had such a great competition so far, is there any point in this diver going for one of the more difficult efforts? They could easily still win this with one of the more easy options. All right, very average though. Here's the replay, and I think there will be a number of faults we could pick out with this. Well, I think on the surface you would say that's an average dive, but it's now down to the judges. What have they seen? Lots to learn for this athlete for next time, I think. And the confirmation of the final results now on the scoreboard. Well, here's the scoreboard, and sitting proudly atop it, next on the agenda at the Aquatic Centre. This is the final of the women's 10-metre platform. Team USA have found themselves shunted off the podium in recent years, but could this be the place where they bounce back? Well, the pressure's on, but this athlete looks right at home here. Well, not the most difficult dive in the book. Will this be enough, though, to keep them in the mix? Well, the crowd will react to that quite rightly. Well, that's a terrific dive. Let's have another look at it. Let's have a look what the judges have to say. Nobody seems able to touch Team USA at this point. They're so far in the lead. This really is very, very good.
Dive number 2, still need to be careful what to choose here. Only this athlete knows. The athletes decided to step out a little here. Not the easiest route, but not the hardest. This will definitely send signs to the other competitors. Well, not bad. Here's the replay of that. Well, that was no doubt a pleasing dive, and I'm sure the judges will be fairly happy with what they've just seen. A super start to this competition. First place at the midway point shows this athlete is all about the business of winning a gold medal. Well, this is quite hard, not the most difficult. Well, the crowd know that she's bang on form here. Let's check on the replay. That's certainly a respectable dive, and the score should reflect that. Good performance from Team USA so far, and the scoreboard confirms it. They're in first place. Well, excellent so far. There's no doubts as this diver's quality. Now it comes down to whether or not they can put the cherry on top with a superb performance. It's a really good dive, that, and quite rightly happy with it. Here's the replay. Let's have a look how the judges rated it. Let's have a look at the scoreboard at the end of that round and look at this lead. It really is commanding at this stage. Well, that's a good choice. Well, that's a good takeoff from the platform. Great entry into the water. I think she'll be pleased with that. That's a decent dive. Here's the replay. This is a really good dive. Well, how do the judges rate this performance? She's delighted with that. One final check on the standings then. What an event this has been. Confirmed now, a gold medal for the USA. This is a proud moment for this athlete as the crowd rises one for the national anthem. A lifetime of commitment and years of training and hard work, all for this one moment. Of success fly high over the stadium, and these moments will be captured and will be on the front pages of the papers in the morning. Terrific performances rewarded with gold, silver and bronze. Welcome. The next event here at the North Greenwich Arena is the men's trampoline. Let's see who's bouncing for glory. Well, as ever with the USA, anything less than gold will be seen as a disappointment, but this athlete has a real chance. The next event at the North Greenwich Arena is the trampoline. Your commentator is Alison Kirbishley.
Well, it's really going to be interesting to see what routine this athlete selects here on the trampoline. Great work on the Rudy there. Well, what a finish to that trick. Oh, he performs well with the full out there. Oh, fantastic. This really could be his day. Oh, superb. Oh, come on, we really need to see the routine now. Oh, that is precision right there. Oh, so let's indulge and have another look at this. Here's the replay. Here we go, the judges' scores are coming in now.
United States of America with a score of 38.5.
Well, they came here today with the aim of qualifying for the final, and my, they have delivered. Look at what it means to them. Time now to hand back over to Seth Bennett.
Alison, thank you very much. It's time now to have one last look at the results. Here's the confirmation as we take a look at the final standings. Team USA will certainly be one of the qualifying heroes in this event. First place and now one of the big medal contenders. Welcome to the Olympic Velodrome. This is the home of the cycling events at the 2012 Games, and really is a cracking venue. 6,000 seats that sweep all the way around the track, bringing a wall of noise to the competitors. The thoughts are this is going to be the fastest track in the world, with overhead conditions as well as track conditions all made perfectly to get quick times. Well, time to take a check on the start list here. Who's going to make it through to the final of the Kirin? Three laps of the track remaining then. Well, there's plenty of rubbing, and rubbing is racing. Romania are looking good in first place. Second place with the Netherlands. I think there was contact there. All about having a good rhythm and a tactical brain. Well, into the final 300 metres. Now looking to make it count down the back straight. It's USA leading the way. Second place is Romania. Under 100 metres to go. The first place for USA. Second place for Romania, who go through. The Netherlands finishing third. Well, that's a good performance. There's no denying that as we take another look at the replay. Well, here are the final results then, and it's confirmation.
First place for Team USA, who qualified for the final with that performance.
Next then, it is for the medals, the final of the men's trampoline.
The next event is the final of men's trampoline.
I'm not sure that there's an event that the USA don't believe that they can win, and this is certainly one. Although they're rank outsiders, they may get a chance to finish in the top 3. Plenty of action over at the North Greenwich Arena. Watching for us is Alison Kirby.
Well, as you know, the athletes only get one shot at this event, so selecting the right routine is vital. Is this a brave move? This athlete's gone for the medium routine on the trampoline, but is it going to be enough? Well, he's doing really well on the trampoline. Oh, showing great technique there. Oh, really showing us a high skill level out there. Oh, he really executes that beautifully. Oh, look at that drift. Well, he needs to get the tricks in now to get some points on the board. Well, that's got to help the points total. Great work with the routine there. So at the end of that performance, let's take a look back at the replay. And I wonder how the judges are going to score this one now.
United States of America with a score of 41.50.
Well, what a truly amazing performance out there today. You can see by the emotional reaction from the athlete what it means to go home as an Olympic champion.
United States of America with a score of...
Thank you, Alison. Another terrific final. Enjoyable to watch, great to witness. Let's have one last look at the standings. Gold, gold, gold for Team USA. Expectations met as the United States finish first, with China taking silver and in third a bronze for Romania. Well, the crowd rise, they bounce in delight because now we're going to have a medal ceremony. And you might see 3 big tough men, but this will be an emotional moment. There could well be tears here. Rocking, and quite rightly so. The sheer joy and ecstasy on his face tells you everything you need to know about how much winning a medal at the Olympics really means. It has been a quite brilliant day, a historic day as well, and congratulations to all who take home a medal here. This is the final event of the day, and if what's still to come matches what we've previously seen, then this is going to be some very exciting racing. Well, let's look at the list of the athletes then. Well, there's no reason why this athlete isn't considering themselves one of the real medal contenders here. Well, the pressure's really on here, under 3 laps to go. China out in front and in control here. Have to be careful not to use all their stamina up straight away.
Well, that's a massive coming together. Certainly rubbing shoulders in this one. Another collision will slow him down. In front, USA. Second, the Netherlands. Now it's down to heart. Now it's down to strength. Who has the kick as they go around the final bend? USA take the gold. The Netherlands take silver. China take bronze. Looks so composed through this race. And that's what good athletes do. They look good at all times. Team USA has another Olympic champion and another gold medal for the table. Second place and silver for the Netherlands. And finishing in third position with a bronze, it's China. The performance deserving of a gold medal, and now the ceremony to celebrate the achievements of this athlete. What a performance it was. The nation now stands together for the national anthems, and I'm sure the emotion will boil over on that podium, and quite rightly, tears of joy. Let's have a quick glance at the medal standings. Well, the search has been for an Olympic champion, and that search will continue. From Seth Bennett, we'll see you next time. To the Olympic Stadium here, the jewel in the crown of the Olympic Park. This is a terrific venue, made from some recycled and some of the most sustainable materials. This really is a green stadium of the new millennium, and these athletes are all ready to go on the first step of their Olympic dream. Well, here he is for round number one. Tight competition, this. That's a long throw.
United States of America with a distance of 9.3.
Well, they say the tables don't lie. Team USA in fourth place.
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
This is the second round. Well, sends that one away, and that could be over 50 metres. Well, that's another good throw for Team USA. Let's have another look at the scoreboard then, and it is ever so tight at the top.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Here we go, attempt number 3 then. Official measurements will come, but well over 50 metres.
America with a distance of 55.12 metres.
Well, there's not much breathing room at the top at this stage. It really is very, very tight.
United States of America.
Should be no nerves now in round number 4. This looks like a decent throw. Really good throw. That's the end of the round, and it's very, very tight at the top. Hardly anything separates these athletes here. This really is a good competition. good technique, a good throw as well.
United States of America with a distance of 6.16 meters.
Team USA then putting the pressure on at the top of the scoreboard, but there are 2 or 3 others that are very close
Next up,
by.
the competitor representing United States
One of the key
America.
things to the technique of throwing a discus is to impart as much spin on it as possible. The greater the spin, the greater the gyroscopic stability. I think he'll be quite happy with that throw.
United States of America with a distance of 9.02 meters.
Well, that's a really strong performance. A small glimpse of the potential of this athlete.
Well, for the kids watching this at home, that's how you throw a discus. Absolutely perfect technique. These are the final standings though. Well, Team USA with another good performance. First place, and that assures qualification.
Second, China with a distance of
Welcome to the Excel London. It's ran full to the gunnels ahead of this one. What a great venue this is. China and the US have been 2 of the leading lights in men's weightlifting over the years. Russia, though, since the breakup of the USSR, have also come on strong, winning 3 golds. Decision time now for this athlete, deciding how to approach this event. I'm sure they'll have a strategy, but we'll have to wait and see what it is. Not the lightest, but not certainly the heaviest bar that this lifter has ever got above his head. Is he strong enough? Well, that's a blow. Didn't even move the bar off the floor. Here's the scoreboard after that last round. Really needs to get on the board with this lift. Second attempt. Needs a good snatch here. Well, doesn't manage to lift anything here, and that's a real worry. Let's have a look at the leaderboard then. Well, it's been a difficult campaign so far, and it hasn't really gone to plan. But this is one last chance to maybe go out with a flourish. Looks confident here to me. Seems to be struggling here, and that really was too heavy for him. Didn't manage to even get it off the floor. Don't know whether there's an injury problem. Seem to really struggle with this weight, and as the replays show, although currently used as an exhibition and conference centre, the Excel London will prove to be one of the most versatile venues at the whole of the Games. Let's have a look at the lineup for this event. It's the first round, and this athlete has to choose what weight they want to come in on. Well, this should be relatively easy for this athlete. Needs to keep the mind focused here. Got to build up this power. We couldn't get them to budge. Such a strange effort, that. Let's take a check on that leaderboard. Round number 2. Needs to improve on that last lift. Well, here we are in the second round.
Has to get it above his head. Drives through his legs. Now are his arms strong enough to keep this up? Now must stand still.
Well, this is a good performance now. That was a very, very good lift. Another round over. Here's the scoreboard. Team USA, 5th place.
5.00.
This is last chance saloon, and having not done that well so far, now's a chance to really shine. Well, if he doesn't get this right, he'll be very disappointed. Looks fairly composed here.
Technique's good.
Does very well here.
Looks very strong here.
Oh yes, he's going to do it. He does it. Well, this athlete's delighted. Qualifying for the final was always going to be tough, but they've done it. Well, I think he knows he still has more to come. Here's the replay. Well, this is how it all finished, and no one can dispute this result. Well, Team USA are through. That's a good performance in the qualification rounds. Not quite at 100%. I'm sure there's still plenty more to come. Conditions just about perfect. A very slight headwind for these athletes to throw into.
The next event
That's
is the
perfect
final
for
of
discus.
men's discus.
Discus is an event that America's men have dominated over the years, having won the first in 1896. There was a period in the 1950s and 60s where they won 5 in a row. This athlete knows he has all the technique and the ability to become the next Olympic champion. What an atmosphere in this place, and this athlete really is showing their best qualities. Oh, that's another good throw. Well, I think he's quite happy with that performance. Well, here's a summary after the first attempts.
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
When justice is back. What a lead the USA are enjoying in this competition. It's been a magnificent performance so far, and their lead now is certainly huge.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
It's all going to come down to this, the delivery. That's an excellent throw.
United States of America with a distance of 69.78 meters.
Well, it's been a good performance for the USA up to this point, and now they lead by some distance on the scoreboard.
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
The nerves have gone now. Appreciate it, but I think he knows he can throw further.
United States of America with a distance of 66.3
Let's
Let's take a check on the scoreboard then, and it's Team USA in first place.
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
The fifth attempt.
Foul.
Well, let's have a look at the scoreboard at the end of the round, and clearly out in the lead by some margin, it's the USA.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Well, having gone through the mental process, this athlete is now ready to throw.
I'll be happy with that.
United States of America with a distance of 64.82 meters.
And that's a gold medal performance.
Well, let's have a look at the replay. This really is a good throw, and let's take a closer look at the technique. Team USA has another Olympic champion and another gold medal for the table, with the Czech Republic taking silver, so close for Spain, who finished third. That means a bronze medal.
83 meters. Third,
What a proud moment this is for everybody in the arena here to stand as one for the national anthem.
the winner of the
All
bronze
those
medal,
years of
Spain.
training have finally paid off as a new national hero is born. An emotional moment on the podium. Olympic champion. What a great ring that has to it. As the flags are pulled towards the roof, and then the celebrations will begin.
Never fails to bring a lump to my throat. The ecstasy of victory, rewarded with a medal, as they did traditionally at the Olympic Games. It really is what makes it so great. Another fantastic achievement.
Let's take a quick check on the overall medal tally. This is the final session at the XL London. Are we going to see someone come up and put in a really superb performance? Team USA have an awesome haul of medals in weightlifting over the years. 16 gold, 16 silver. From the original one and two hand lifts at the first two Olympic Games, weightlifting has very much become a staple event. He looks in tip-top shape here. So many options to go for. Well, there's no doubt that this weight will start to test him.
99.0 kilograms.
Needs to be powerful in this first phase. Well, obviously the nerves are at an absolute premium here. As we have confirmation now on the scoreboard, I think we're going to get a good idea as to exactly how this lifter feels today. Not successful with the first attempt, but will he throw more weight on the bar for round two? Needs to get the weight above his head. Drives through with the legs.
drives through the legs. Now it's just down to the strength in the arms. Is he strong enough? Well, what a lift that was, and the scoreboard will confirm it. That's good enough for gold. This is the final attempt, and this athlete has been outstanding so far. The question is, though, can they go one better?
14.0 kilograms.
Well, doesn't manage to lift anything here, and that's a real worry.
Any medal is a good medal when you come to the Olympic Games, and the celebrations of this athlete will tell you exactly that.
Let's take a look at the replay. Good view of the technique. Every muscle in his body straining to keep that weight above his head. One last look at the final standings then, and China, confirmation here, they win the gold medal. Portugal finished with a silver medal and a bronze medal performance for the USA, who finished in third.
Well, this stadium has been royally entertained, and these three athletes deserve every single accolade. A third place finish though, and a bronze medal, certainly something worth celebrating. Appreciate the performance of these three. Herculean efforts from the trio, but bronze is good enough, and certainly now there's something big to build on from here.
Time now to take a quick look at the medal table. Well, that can... Welcome to the Aquatic Centre, the first event, the women's qualifying rounds of the 50 metres freestyle. Team USA have 5 times taken a medal in the women's 50 metres freestyle. The only time they picked up gold, though, was in 1996 in Atlanta. This athlete's an unknown quantity and could make it through to the final. Silence descends. This is qualifying, and we're underway for the women's 50 metres freestyle. Pulling through the water hard. The USA lead. Great Britain are second. Norway are in third place. Who's going to come out on top? First place USA. Moving on in second, it's Great Britain. And in third place and qualifying, it's Norway. So much you could say about this performance, but I'll leave it at this. Excellent. Great start, super middle, and a great surge towards the end. Technically, fantastic. Tennis taking centre stage then as we look forward to this, as do a capacity crowd. This should be a great matchup.
Men's table tennis singles.
Up next, the USA against Brazil.
The next event's the table tennis, and watching for us is Alison Kirbishley.
Thank you, Seth. Thanks, Seth. Well, here's our two competitors for this match.
0-0.
Absolutely fantastic play with the side spin. The crowd go wild and they respond. What a point one. That side spin's got to be hard to handle. Using his backhand shot. Precision play with the backhand. Asking the questions with the backhand. Backhand across the net. Throws out the curveball. Absolutely no love lost with the side spin shot. Struck that beautifully on the backhand side. And he throws in the side spin. Just places the ball with the backhand. No doubting at all, great play out there, and he deservedly takes the point.
Brazil to serve. 0-2.
Oh, he loses the point. He just simply wasn't good enough there.
One, two.
This rally really starting to take shape now. Brings the backhand shot into play. Forehand back across the net. Takes control of this rally with a side spin.
United States of America to serve. 2-2.
Well, he was simply just not good enough there. And he's going to lose the point on that one.
2-3.
Well, after all of that, they get the point. Look what it means to them.
Brazil to serve. 3-3.
So the rally really starting to take shape. An amazing side spin shot. Oof, point lost there. He just couldn't return it successfully. Crowd starting to get into the game as the rally starts building. And he whips the paddle around the ball for the side spin. Great technique on show with the backhand. That's a point lost and he's got to be careful. He doesn't want this game to slip away from him.
United States of America to serve. 3-5.
Flawless technique with the side spin. Ball's kept alive with the side spin. Fantastic backhand. Mixes up the rally with his backspin shot. Oh, I could watch that side spin shot all day. Oh, what excitement for the crowd. This really is a game of cat and mouse here. He's trailing by only a small margin. We're on game point now.
Game point.
Surely he's going to take it with his serve.
6-4.
Rally starting to build. Both players really matching each other now with this rally. Setting the court alive with their play. Absolutely deserved that point.
point. 6-5.
So the rally's starting to take shape. Absolutely no room for a loss of concentration now. Wow, this is a really long rally now. Well, game one complete now. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. It really could get interesting from here. Can he get a good first serve in this second game now? Good movement for the backhand. Well, he's really got the crowd on side now. He wins that point. Can he keep it going?
1-0.
Keeps the ball alive with the backhand. There we go with the side spin shot. That really is testing. Oh, that backhand, what a joy to watch.
Brazil to serve. 0-2.
Looking to force the errors. Backhand to keep the rally going. Really can't afford to lose any focus now with this rally.
1-2.
Rally starting to build. Absolutely amazing backspin.
United States of America to serve. 2-2.
What beautiful technique with the backhand there. Mixes the rally up with the side spin now. What a remarkable rally, and it really is going to be crucial to win the point after this. There it is, the backhand shot. Oh, that mistake could cost him. It could cost him big.
2-3.
Well, a point lost there, but this really is nail-biting stuff. What a tight match we've got on our hands. Well, some great technique on display, and the point is quite rightly his after that.
4-3.
So the rally really starting to take shape. Good work for the point, good use of the table.
United States of America to serve. 4-4.
Oh, he wanted that, didn't he? He'll be pleased with the point.
Five, 4.
Oh, he just couldn't handle it there. He didn't have the answers.
Brazil to serve. 5-5.
Has he got more of that in the locker? Great play from him to win the point. The pressure is well and truly on now. Here we go then, serving for the game. Looking to force the errors. Awesome defence from both players with this rally. What an incredible rally. The crowd are really loving this. Well, there's the confirmation of how this match is looking after 2 games now. Real exciting stuff. Well, it's a first serve in the 3rd game now, and he needs to get off to a good start. Well, he seemed a long way out of position there. There was just no way he was going to return it.
0-1.
That backhand will test his opponent.
Brazil to serve. 1-1.
Well, his opponent really has lifted the level of play there. He's just not good enough.
2-1.
Crowd starting to get into the game as the rally starts building. That's got to be hard to read with the side spin. Full stretch for the forehand there, playing on the backhand. Wow, that backhand, what a joy to watch. Fantastic rally kept alive with that backhand.
United States of America to serve. 2-2.
There it is, the backhand shot. No speed lost on the ball there with the backhand. Struck that beautifully on the backhand side. Brings the backhand shot into play. Well, it's another point won for him. The lead isn't that significant. It's still all to play for.
Brazil to serve. 2-4.
Rally starting to build, using his backhand shot. Wow, that backhand, what a joy to watch. He's looking for the point with a smash there. Precision play with the backhand. Oh, he means business with that side spin. Moving the ball with plenty of side spin there. Brings in the side spin shot now. Backhand to keep the rally going. It's a good return to him, but what a forehand. He's really making his opponent work with that forehand. Keeps the ball alive with the backhand. That backhand will test his opponent. Good movement for the backhand. That was a simple error, a terrible forehand. Playing on the backhand. Fantastic backhand. No speed lost on the ball there with the backhand. Tries to open the door with the side spin. Utilises the side spin. Sends the ball back with side spin. Tries to take advantage with the backspin shot. Forehand keeps the rally going. Just places the ball with the backhand. Slows the rally down with a side spin. Great technique on show with the backhand. Backhand across the net. Ooh, agonising for him. Just missed out on the point there. Well, confidence is clearly starting to grow, and it's another point won for him. Can he start to really build a significant lead now?
United States of America to serve. 5-3.
Great technique on show with the backhand. Ball goes straight down the line, and he'll lose that point. Differences are just starting to show, and he's building up a small lead now. Well, that gold medal match is now just 1 point away. Can they hold their nerve? Match point. So the rally's starting to take shape. Pressure's really starting to build now. Shot went straight down the line, and he just couldn't return it. Match point now. Can they get that place in the final?
5-6.
This rally really starting to take shape now. Both players determined to keep that ball in play. Well, as the crowd go wild, we watch USA take that victory with Hollywood smiles by winning 2-1. Well, that's it from the table tennis here at XL London. Let's go back to Seth Bennett for more 2012 Olympic action.
Alison, thank you very much. That's Alison Kirbishley. Well, let's take one last look at the standings and get clarification on the result. Well, let's take a final look at the standings then, and this is confirmation. First place for the USA. They've moved on very nicely through to the Olympic final of this event. So much at stake here, and only a tiny amount of time for these athletes to show exactly what they can do. The pressure is on for every single stroke. Like most events in the swimming pool, Team USA are usually up there around the favourites, and once again they'll be expecting to be on the podium in this event. One length of the pool separates these 8 athletes from Olympic glory. Everyone's in the pool and we're underway in the final of the 50 metres freestyle. Stretching out, strong kicking of the legs and the arms swooping through the water. The leader is USA. Norway are in second place. Third, it's China. Lactic acid kicking in as now they touch. It's gold for USA, silver for Norway. That was amazing, a world record performance. History being made here, and look at that celebration. Let's take another look at the replay then, and the athletes showed all the way through this race that they had it in control. Great technique through the first 50 metres, and then that's where the stamina training came in, as they came through the final 25, dominating the rest to take gold. Here we go then, time to reap the rewards for the efforts, and all 3 of them are delighted. Great big smiles, and these medals are hugely deserved for all 3 ladies. Desire and dedication brings you this moment, a moment that leaves a lump in the throat. She really has had a terrific Olympic Games, and there's no doubts at all that she can go on from here and use this as a springboard for world domination. Well, let's have a look at what that does to the medal table. XL London is no stranger to sporting drama, having hosted world title boxing. However, at these games, it will host a number of different sports. Today, it's the USA up against China. Well, I'm looking forward to this one. Can't wait for it all to start. In the commentary box for us, Alison Kirbishley.
Thanks, Seth. Well, it looks like the athletes are just about ready to go, and just judging by the noise, I'm sure the crowd are ready for the action.
To serve. 0-0.
Oh, that backhand, what a joy to watch. Slows the rally down with a side spin. Both players really fighting for the point there, but keeping the rally alive. Well, that ball straight down the line will cost him a point. He's got to learn how to cover those.
0-1.
straight down the line, and he'll take the point for that.
China to serve. 1-1.
Well, forces his opponent's error there. He quite rightly takes the point for that.
1-2.
Rally starting to build. Backhand certainly causing problems there. Neither player prepared to give an inch on this rally. Asking the questions with a backhand. There it is, the backhand shot. Backhand across the net. Beautiful technique with the backhand there. Tries to open the door with the side spin. He delivers the side spin, he wants the point. Using his backhand shot. Fantastic rally kept alive with that backhand. Great technique with the smash. That's a vicious side spin. Mesmerizing stuff with the side spin there.
States of America to serve. 3-1.
Playing on the backhand. That side spin's hypnotic. Brings the backhand shot into play. Backhand to keep the rally going. Just places the ball with the backhand. No speed lost on the ball there with the backhand. And he throws in the side spin. Fantastic backhand. Working the ball with the backspin. Great pressure from the other side of the table. He just wasn't up to scratch there.
China to serve. 3-3.
Playing so well there and quite rightly take the point as a result. This rally really starting to take shape now. He delivers the side spin, he wants the point.
United States of America to serve. 4-4.
The crowd are really appreciating this now. What great play to win the point with.
5-4.
Well, that's another point on the board for him, but it's still only a small lead. We're on game point now.
Game point.
Can he take advantage with his serve?
4-6.
Rally starting to build. He just couldn't handle it there. He needs to really focus more now. Well, we're at game point here, and of course he needs a good serve. Crowd starting to get into the game as the rally starts building. Can he get off to a good start in this second game now? Good movement for the backhand. Fantastic rally kept alive with that backhand. That backhand will test his opponent. Well, I'm not sure his opponent is enjoying it as much as the crowd are, but he will take the confidence from that point.
1-0.
Beautiful technique with the backhand there. There we go with the side spin shot. That really is testing. Oh, that backhand, what a joy to watch.
China to serve. 1-1.
So the rally's starting to take shape. Gets right across the table with the forehand. Both players really starting to build the pressure now on this rally. Struck that beautifully on the backhand side. Keeps the ball alive with the backhand. He's showing weakness in the backhand there. Precision play with the backhand. Mixes the rally up with the side spin now. Oh, well, the questions are coming hard and fast across the net at him. He just doesn't seem to have the answers.
2-1. United States of America to serve. 1-3.
Keeps the ball alive with the backhand. Asking the questions with the backhand. And he whips the paddle around the ball for the side spin. Wow, we really have reached boiling point now with this rally. Wow, that backhand, what a joy to watch. Backhand to keep the rally going. What a shame, he's trailing here. And the difference between the two players is getting bigger.
China to serve. 5-1.
Looking to force the errors. Oh, great to see. He wins the point there with some fantastic approach play.
5-2.
Well, it's another point lost for him, and he really does need to get back into this. Game point here, always crucial. Building the pressure on his opponent. Can he take it with his serve? So the rally really starting to take shape. Keeping that ball alive on the table. Great rally. Where on earth is the point going to come from in this rally? Well, the crowd are really getting their money's worth now. It's a game each as we head into the third and final game. It's the third and final game now. First service. Oh, after that mistake, he really does look to the team bench for some answers.
1-0.
Rally starting to build. Good movement for the backhand. Awesome defence from both players with this rally, using his backhand shot. Struck that beautifully on the backhand side. Precision play with the backhand. Great technique on show with the backhand. Fantastic rally kept alive with that backhand.
United States of America to serve. 1-1.
Asking the questions with the backhand. Absolutely fantastic play with the side spin. Good, solid play to take the point there. Can he build on it now? There it is, the backhand shot. Oh, that backhand, what a joy to watch. Brings in the side spin shot now. That backhand will test his opponent. Brings the backhand shot into play. Oh, that backhand could have been a lot better. What a powerful smash there. Backhand across the net. That's a poor backhand. Flies across the net with that forehand. An amazing side spin shot. Will this be a winner with a backspin? Over the net with a forehand. Playing on the backhand. Just places the ball with a backhand. Absolutely no love lost with the side spin shot. Backhand to keep the rally going. Fantastic backhand. Using his backhand shot. Plays the forehand there. Ball's kept alive with a side spin. Utilises the side spin. Look at the power used in that forehand. Wow, that backhand, what a joy to watch. Oh, his opponent forced the error. He just wasn't good enough there.
China to serve. 2-2.
So the rally really starting to take shape. Moving the ball with plenty of side spin there. Looking to force the errors. There it is, the backhand shot. Playing on the backhand. Backhand across the net. No speed lost on the ball there with the backhand. Sends the ball back with side spin. Just places the ball with the backhand. Mesmerising stuff with the side spin there. Great position for the smash. Brings the backhand shot into play. That side spin's got to be hard to handle. Beautiful technique with the backhand there. Great technique on show with the backhand. Good movement for the backhand. Asking the questions with the backhand. Takes control of this rally with the side spin. Keeps the ball alive with the backhand. Precision play with the backhand. Wow, that backhand, what a joy to watch. It's got to be hard to read with the side spin. That side spin's hypnotic. That backhand will test his opponent. Fantastic backhand. Oh, that backhand, what a joy to watch. Throws out the curveball. Ball's kept alive with the side spin. Fantastic rally kept alive with that backhand. That's got to be hard to read with the side spin. Hits it hard and hits it true. A good smash. Beautiful technique with the backhand there. Well, he's leading now, but it really is only by a small margin. It's still all to play for.
United States of America to serve. 4-2.
There it is, the backhand shot. That backhand's not going to help him. Great technique on show with the backhand. Good movement for the backhand. Backhand to keep the rally going. No speed lost on the ball there with the backhand. Keeps the ball alive with the backhand. Backhand across the net. Tries to open the door with the side spin. Just places the ball with the backhand. Brings the backhand shot into play. Mixes the rally up with the side spin now. Flawless technique with the side spin. Smashes it over the net. Struck that beautifully on the backhand side. Brings in the side spin shot now. Fantastic backhand. No speed lost on the ball there with the backhand. Playing on the backhand. Oh, he means business with that side spin. Struck that beautifully on the backhand side. Not a great attempt at side spin, using his backhand shot. And he throws in the side spin. Sends the ball back with side spin. Well, he really is starting to dominate the match now. Another point won as he extends his lead. The crowd really starting to build and get behind them now. The medals are just moments from being won. Rally starting to build. Really can't afford to lose any focus now with this rally. Wow, we really have reached boiling point now with this rally. Well, he really won't be happy with that. He loses the point there with that play.
Match point, 3-6.
So the rally's starting to take shape. Neither player prepared to give an inch on this rally. Wow, this is a really long rally now. Well, his opponent was just simply too good for him there, and he'll lose the point.
Match point, United States of America to serve, 6-4.
This rally really starting to take shape now. Well, it certainly wasn't easy for them, was it? Team USA pushed all the way in that game, but in the end, they finish out on top by winning 2-1. Well, that's all the Olympic action from here for the moment. Seth Bennett will now wrap up the results from this event.
Alison, thank you for the moment. These are the final standings.
Gold, gold, gold for Team USA. Expectations met as the United States finish first.
Well, it's time now to crown the Olympic champion. The flags fly high, as now we'll pause for a moment to reflect on a terrific performance.
This is the medal tally. That's it from the XL London for today as the event.
This is the first session of the day at the Olympic Stadium. I think everybody's waiting with bated breath to see what happens.
Next event is the semi-final of the men's long jump.
These athletes are so close in ability, you may as well throw a blanket over them. They must be at their best if they want to qualify for the next round.
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
Attempt number one then. Irrespective of where you finish in the field, to have a new personal best is exactly the aim of these athletes. Terrific performance. The latest round gone, and that shows this athlete in 5th place.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Here we go then, round 2. Plenty of momentum, but no height on that jump, and it cost dearly.
5.26.
Here's the replay. Well, in 6th after that round, and USA won't be happy with this.
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
Here we go then, attempt number 3. Well, that's going to be a no jump, and there was a big problem in the run-up, and this is a worry. Needs to fix it for the next attempt.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Should be no nerves now in round number 4. That's good. That's really good. This is
United
excellent.
States of America with a distance of 6.
To get the best results in the long jump, you need speed, distance, and height. Let's take a check on the replay. Well, the scoreboard shows it. Team USA in a surprising 6th place. Round number 5.
Foul.
Well, oversteps the mark there, and that'll be a foul. The results on the scoreboard aren't good, and some way behind the leaders.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Well, this is the final attempt for this athlete. Well, the trajectory was too low on this occasion, and that cost valuable centimetres. Here's the replay. Well, a good performance from this athlete, one that gives respect to him and the spirit of the Olympics. Let's have a look at the final standings then. Outside the top 4 and out of the Olympic Games in this event. Not good, I'm afraid, for Team USA.
Of 8.06.
Stadium is primed and ready. Up next is the 110 metres hurdles. This can cause all kinds of problems, but the beauty and sight of the sprinters leaping over those hurdles is always something to behold. Team USA have dominated this event. On 8 occasions they've finished with gold, silver and bronze. However, Cuba and China have done well in the last 3 games. The lineup's on the blocks.
Set.
And we're off! A terrific performance here. Sprinting towards the halfway mark. China are in first place. Needs to give it everything now. China qualifying first. Second, Team USA in 3rd place and moving on. It's Sweden. A top 4 finish is exactly what this athlete was looking for, and that's what they've achieved. They move on to the Olympic finals. A decent start in this one, and now the replay just shows into the stride. Hands and legs moving so well together. When it came down to the finish on the line, good strength to go through the tape. Another good performance. These are the final standings. Good qualifying performance from the USA to finish in 2nd place. Next stop, the final.
Second, United States of America. 4.
The Olympic Stadium in London's East End. Some terrific views over the city, but now it's time for the next event to take place. 80,000 here and there all watching. There was a 40-year period where Team USA dominated the men's hurdling event over 110 metres. Between 1932 and 1972, they won gold on each occasion. Since then, though, they find things more difficult. Their last gold was back in Atlanta in 1996. He's a good, solid performer, and there's no doubts in my mind that he will feature in the mix here. What an introduction. The crowd are loving this.
On your marks.
This is the pressure moment. Away first time in the 110 metres hurdles. Such strength in this performance. Driving through the halfway point. Didn't mean to, but clip that. Oh, that'll hurt. Hits that one hard. What a race this is. China take gold. Silver for South Africa. Sweden will claim the bronze. 5th place for Team USA. Well, this athlete can really learn a lot from this replay. So much to analyse. The stride was choppy, it wasn't smooth, they didn't really get into rhythm, and come the final few metres, were nowhere really to be seen. China has a tradition of success, and that continues. This is the Olympic Stadium, and the next event is the 110 metres hurdles. This should be a cracking race. A moment of real relaxation before this athlete gets their game face on.
Set.
Strong start in this one, off the blocks well. Working hard here. Medals on the line. Leading the pack, China. This could be a new record. China finished with gold. 2nd place and a silver medal for Team USA. And bronze for Sweden. Any medal is a good medal when you come to the Olympic Games, and the celebrations of this athlete will tell you exactly that. An awful lot to like about this performance. So smooth in stride, very much in rhythm, bounding down the track. And when it came to the last few metres, it was all in that stride. A really strong effort. One last look at the final standings then, and China, confirmation here, they win the gold medal. A good performance from this athlete, but not enough to take gold on the day. Team USA will settle for silver, and Sweden take bronze. This for me is always one of the best bits at an Olympic Games, when finally you see the athletes on the podium, and now the moment that they can all enjoy the sound of the national anthem. So much joy from those performances. So much credit as well these three athletes must take. Really was high-class stuff, and now he'll always be known as an Olympic medalist. Let's see who's got what then in terms of medals. This is the final tally. Well, that's it from the Olympic Stadium for now. From Seth Bennett, we'll see you next time. From the Olympic Stadium, welcome. This is the first event of the day, and this will be the first real challenge for these athletes.
Men's javelin.
Well, as ever with the USA, anything less than gold will be seen as a disappointment, but this athlete has a real chance.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Well, here we go, a chance to really make a mark on this javelin competition.
Foul.
That's a foul attempt. That's not legal, I'm afraid. You'll have to have another go in the next round.
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
Here we are in round 2. Good stuff, very good stuff.
United States of America with a distance of 59 points.
Let's have a look at the leaderboard, and Team USA are in 4th place.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
When justice is back. Well, that's all right. Certainly something for this athlete to work on.
America with a distance of 56 points.
Another round over. Here's the scoreboard. Team USA, 5th place.
Representing United States of America.
The nerves have gone now. Looks like this one will be around 60 metres. He'll be happy with that.
Of America with a distance of 68.8.
Looking at the scoreboard, and a 3rd position placing after that round is good news for this athlete.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Sprinting towards the line. Well, that's a personal best. Everything bang on the runway. The delivery perfect.
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
Here he goes then, final attempt. Good pace on the runway. Look at the celebration. He's smiling. He's delighted. It's a new personal best. Here's the replay of that. This is confirmation of the final standings. First for the USA then, as they progress. That was cool and comfortable stuff. An Olympic final place awaits.
Of 74.89 meters.
Years of preparations since Beijing, and these athletes now must be ready. Any injuries, any doubts must be shoved clear from their mind. Could this be an opportunity for another medal for Team USA?
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
This is station number 1.
Pull!
Hits the high house. This is the double.
Pull!
Terrific performance with that first round. Well, what will that last station have done to the scoreboard?
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Pull!
Bang on the money. Up next, the double.
Pull!
Good for 2. Well, that's a good round, and there's no doubt now that this competitor can have the confidence that they can keep up with the leaders here.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Pull!
Detonates on the single, leaving a cloud of powder in the sky. Now for the double. Well, no mistakes here.
3 hits.
Team USA then putting the pressure on at the top of the scoreboard, but there are 2 or 3 others that are very close by.
Next up, the competitor representing the United States of America.
Pull!
She smashed it. Well, this has been described as the trickiest of all stations. This could be a pivotal point at Station 4.
Pull!
Hits it! We're looking for the double on Station 4.
Pull!
Good shooting. Two more targets still to hit.
Pull!
Perfection. Well, they say they're clay pigeons, but they look more like sitting
6
ducks to me.
hits.
Well, that's the end of the round, and this is the reality of the situation. A magnificent performance and a huge, huge lead.
Next, the athlete from the United States of America.
Pull!
Good stuff. Looking for the double. Lower house first. This is Station 5. That's 2. That pleases the crowd.
3 hits.
What a lead the USA are enjoying in this competition. It's been a magnificent performance so far, and their lead now is certainly huge.
Next up, the competitor representing the United States of America.
Pull!
Well, she hit that target beautifully. Station number 6 looking for the double.
Pull!
Gets the first. Gets the second.
3 hits.
Technique absolutely perfect.
Next, the athlete from the United States of America.
Pull!
Picks them both off. That's a brace.
2 hits.
Heavy scoring today. Plenty of targets hit.
Next up, the competitor representing the United States of America.
Pull!
Detonates on the upper house. This is the final station, number 8.
Pull!
Takes a chunk of that one.
2 hits.
Locked in, loaded, and ready. Good shooting. Here's the confirmation. Well, the scoreboard tells the story of this one. Team USA in first, and that means they qualify for the next round.
Third, Germany, 11.
Welcome back to the Olympic Stadium then for the men's javelin.
The next event is the final of the men's javelin.
Team USA are such an awesome presence at this Olympic Games. They'll expect to be at the top of the medal table, and this athlete could help take them there. Well, this athlete's had some outstanding performances of late. Well, he's acknowledging the crowd, and they love it. First attempt then on the runway. That's a good first round.
That's not a bad place to
United
start.
States of America with a distance of 73.78 meters.
Taking a check on the scoreboard, and Team USA are in second place.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
It's all going to come down to this, the delivery.
Foul.
Well, they say the tables don't lie. Team USA
Next
in
up,
fourth place.
representing United States of America.
Here we go, attempt number 3 then.
Foul.
Well, still some work to do for the USA to get themselves into the top 3. We're at the midway point and they're currently in fourth place. That's over 60 metres.
United States of America with a distance of 68.
Let's have a look at the leaderboard, and Team USA are in fourth place.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Fifth attempt now. Not bad, but not good from the USA.
United States of America with a distance of 50.
Well, they say the tables don't lie. Team USA in fourth place.
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
Starts the run now. Well, I think he's quite happy with that performance.
United States of America with a distance of 70.98
Not what this athlete had in mind. Here's the replay. That's gold, and the Netherlands has another Olympic champion. A great performance and nothing less than the athlete deserved. Not good enough to take home gold on this occasion. Germany gets silver. And the bronze medal has been claimed by Finland. Let's round things up then with a quick glance at the medal table. This is the Royal Artillery Barracks, the home of all of the shooting events here at the Olympic Games. The next event, though, is the women's skeet. Well, let's have a look at the start list then. Well, if you want to look at the history of this event, there's one athlete that is head and shoulders above the rest. And there's no doubt that their track record stands them in good stead for this competition. Did well to pick off the upper house there. Now for the double. Amazing stuff. Beautiful execution on that final shot. And that's a great start for Team USA.
Next up, the competitor representing the United States of America.
Perfection. Next up, it's the double. High house first. That's a great shot on the double. That was good, perfect stuff. Well, here's the scoreboard at the end of that round, and it shows first place.
Next up, the competitor representing the United States of America.
Starts the round well. 2 targets coming. High house first. Beautiful shooting. So focused in this performance.
3 hits.
Well, a first place performance so far from Team USA, and that has been shown on the scoreboard.
United States of America.
Pull.
Clips it. Station 4, the biggest moment to get points.
Pull.
Great shot. Looking for the double on Station 4.
Pull.
Bags the brace. This is the double.
Pull.
2 for 2. Well, that's terrific. Absolutely terrific.
6 hits.
Midway through this event, and the USA are in first place.
Yeah, from United States of America.
Pull.
Just catches the skeet there. Let's have a look on the double.
Pull.
Takes the pair. Totally locked in on the targets.
3 hits.
Well, after that round, this athlete, much to the crowd's delight, is in the lead.
Next up, the competitor representing the United States of America.
Pull.
Collects that one right out of the lower house. Now for the double, lower house first.
Pull.
Well, taking the birds out like they're going out of fashion.
3 hits.
Well, that's brilliant. Good execution.
Next
Let's
up,
have a look at the scoreboard after that round, and it makes good reading. First place.
Pull.
Two more to the tally. Well, the crowd will react to that quite
2
rightly.
hits.
Let's take a check on the scoreboard then, and it's Team USA in first place.
United States of America.
Pull.
Terrific shot. 2 more targets to hit then at the final station.
Pull.
Explosion.
2 hits.
Excellent stuff. What a performance. Team USA has another Olympic champion and another gold medal for the table, with China taking silver, bronze for Norway, a third place finish. Stadium risers here to salute 3 fine competitors, fully deserving of the accolades that they're receiving. To bring a lump to my throat, the ecstasy of victory, rewarded with a medal, as they did traditionally at the Olympic Games. It really is what makes it so great. Another fantastic achievement. Let's take a check on the medal table. That's the end of the events for today, and now it's time to look ahead towards tomorrow, when we'll have a series of new Olympic champions.
Plenty of crowd support here. They're all ready to get this event underway. Let's take a look at the lineup. The athlete understands the pressure. They're away. Back to the surface, and we start to see the early leaders pulling hard through the water at 25 metres. Really good stroking. The kick's weak. It's USA who are in front. Great Britain second. In third place, it's Ireland. 25 metres to go. We're into the final 10 metres. A hero will be born as they touch down. In first place, the USA. Making their way through in second, it's Ireland. Great Britain finished third, but still move on. Well, she's given it some in terms of the celebrations, and quite rightly so after that Olympic record. So many things to like about this performance. In replay, you just see the power of this athlete, stroking so well, and that's why they were able to put in such a terrific time. Here's the confirmation as we take a look at the final standings. First place for Team USA, and here's confirmation of their qualification. Welcome to the Lee Valley White Water Course for the men's kayak slalom. Well, let's take a look at the course then. A fantastic venue, 12,000 people on hand. They must negotiate Piccadilly Circus, and then down the first big drop. Germany have dominated, winning 4 of 6 golds in this event. They've also taken 3 bronze. They've been pushed hard by Great Britain, France and Italy.
Next, the athlete from the United States of America.
Well, needs to leave everything on the line here. This is where all of those positive thoughts, the good energy, has to be in their mind. If you don't believe at this point, you're never going to believe. Well, the next gate is upstream. Got to get it technically bang on here. Did well to get through that gate. Superb time through the first section of the race. Kept momentum moving through Ben Nevis. Can't allow the boat's momentum to stop through this upstream gate. Well, that was a hard one to get through, but he managed it. Well, it took an awful lot of hard work and effort, but eventually got through that gate. Heading towards Stonehenge, this is one of the quickest sections of the course, while passing these gates with ease, paddling furiously through the oval. Needs to paddle well to get through this upstream gate. Had to fight to get back through that upstream gate. Picked up the odd penalty here and there, but not much to write home about. That's a good run. Well, this is one of the fastest runs of the day. The next challenge will be Big Ben. Well, this gate proved to be a little problematic, but now he's through that gate. Good performance there.
America with a time of 100.72.
Here is the replay.
Well, I think he showed good technique there as he made it into the qualification places, and now chance of a medal. This is the scoreboard after the end of the men's K1 slalom. Well, here's the scoreboard, and sitting proudly atop it, Team USA. Qualification then assured for them. They move through with that first place finish.
Third, Italy, with a time of 100.
Welcome to the London 2012 Aquatic Centre here in Stratford. This is the gateway to the Olympic Park, built specifically for these games. Well, let's have a look at the lineup then. And plenty of ability on the blocks, all who believe they can become the next Olympic champion. Acknowledging the crowd. She's got the crowd pumped up here, blowing kisses, quite right. These 8 athletes are so close in ability. We're off and we're underway in the women's 100 metres freestyle final. As they emerge from the water, we see the early leaders. Still some distance to go, but at 25 metres, the early leaders in control. Stroke for stroke, she's striving for glory. This performance not as strong as expected. In first place, USA. Second place, Great Britain. Third, it's China. 25 metres less than to go. Into the stretch, who's going to touch first? Brilliant performance, a gold for Team USA. And a silver goes to Great Britain. A bronze medal for China. Let's take another look at the replay then, and the athletes showed all the way through this race that they had it in control. Great technique through the first 50 metres, and then that's where the stamina training came in, as they came through the final 25, dominating the rest to take gold. One final check on the standings then. What an event this has been. Confirmed now, a gold medal for the USA. Second place, really good effort. Silver for Great Britain. And finishing in third position with a bronze, it's China. This for me is always one of the best bits at an Olympic Games, when finally you see the athletes on the podium, and now the moment that they can all enjoy the sound of the national anthem. Let's have a quick glance at the medal standings. Terrific atmosphere, and this really should bring the best out of these athletes. Well, this course will ask everything. The opening is fairly quick. Through Piccadilly Circus. That's Ben Nevis. The one thing in the way will be Stonehenge. Till the final big drop, Big Ben. In the early days of competition, these slalom events were held on flat water, but later switched to whitewater rapids. This athlete's track record is magnificent.
United States of America.
Plenty of hopes of a good run here as this athlete approaches gate 1. Sails through another gate. Approaching Piccadilly Circus. Needs to keep on top of the white water through this upstream gate. Must get the line into Ben Nevis right here. Had to slow down to get through that gate. must improve on that performance in section 2. Really important here to keep the speed of the boat coming out of Ben Nevis. Important to get the technique right here in this upstream gate. Well, it took an awful lot of hard work and effort, but eventually got through that gate. Had to fight to get back through that upstream gate. Way behind the rest here. Got to keep nice and dry on the way through Stonehenge. Upstream approach, tricky, very tricky. Had to slow down to get through that gate. Does well not to miss any gates. Needs a big final section to get anywhere near the leaders here. Needs to maintain momentum out of Big Ben. Well, this gate proved to be a little problematic, but now he's through that gate.
United States of America with a time of
Very impressive stuff, that.
2.18.
Here's the replay. A really good performance. I'm sure the athletes will be happy with that. China has a tradition of success, and that continues. A really good showing in this event, and another gold medal. With the Czech Republic taking silver, and a place on the podium for Team USA, who finish in third. That means a bronze medal.
102.
Well, this is the crowning glory as now the athletes take to the podium. Superb performance.
The winner of the bronze medal.
Everybody in this building really appreciates how hard they've worked to become the Olympic champion and take home a medal from London 2012. And I'm sure the emotions are going to be high on the podium. This is the Aquatic Centre, and the next event is the qualifying rounds of the women's 100 metres butterfly. Well, let's look at the list of the athletes then. Well, this athlete is looking to create some history here, and this is the first step towards Olympic gold. Silence in the venue. And away they go. Into their stroke now as they emerge from the water. Into their stroke pattern at 25 metres. So evenly matched, these athletes. We're approaching the 50-metre mark, halfway through this event. Well, not quite the timing on the kick that was required, but still just about hanging on. It's USA leading the way. Japan in second. China are in third place. 25 metres to go. Final stages now. First place USA. China go through in second place. And qualifying in third, it's Japan. many things to like about this performance. In replay, you just see the power of this athlete, stroking so well. Some people think that concrete and steel structures are ugly, but how can you feel that about this place? 80,000 people jammed in here for the next event. Let's have a look at the lineup then for this first qualifying round. Silence descends.
Set.
The start's good. Needs to pick up the pace here, middle of the pack at the moment. This is going to be tight. Turkey are out in front. Needs to give it everything now. Mexico qualify in first place. Turkey finished second. They qualify. Third place to Switzerland and qualification. And in fifth place it's Team USA. Well, this athlete can really learn a lot from this replay. So much to analyze. Welcome back to the Olympic Stadium. 80,000 people packed in for the qualifying rounds of the men's 100 metres. The athletes know they need to turn in a good performance.
Set.
And they're off, they're underway. Really needs to go some here. The rhythm's good. Driving through the halfway point. Mexico in first place. Into the final 10 metres. Mexico qualify in first place. Turkey finished second. They qualify. Third place to Switzerland and qualification. The USA finish in fourth place and qualify for the Olympic final. Well, I know there'll be some disappointment shared by many on that performance. There were some signs of greatness, but it's not been achieved this time. Keep your eye on this athlete, though, for the future. I'm sure the best is still to come. Well, let's take a final look at the standings then, and this is confirmation. Well, small improvements required from USA, but fourth place sees them move on to the final.
11.95.
Welcome back to the impressive Aquatic Centre here in Stratford. The women's 100 metres butterfly has seen success for the USA, Germany and Australia. However, both Japan and China have taken gold. Focus. Starting to establish themselves at 25 metres. Quarter of the way through this race and the early leaders emerge. Powerfully built, really strong stroker. Oh dear, that kick may cost her. The leader is USA. In second place, China. Third place, Japan. Still work to do as we enter the final 25. Lactic acid kicking in as now they touch. Gold, USA. Japan finish with a silver medal. China take bronze. Well, let's have another look at that race. Another truly terrific performance, dominating in all areas. Such a powerful stroker. And then the gold medal won in the final stages. Really outstanding performance. Gold, gold, gold for Team USA. Expectations met as the United States finish first. In second place, a silver for Japan, and China finish in third place. That means a bronze medal. What a proud and emotional moment this is as the gold medal hangs around the neck. A nation united as one as they stand for the national anthems to celebrate years and years of hard work and dedication. And this is the moment the athlete has always dreamed of. Let's have a look at the overall medal tally. This is the Olympic Stadium, and the next event is the 100 metres. This is eagerly anticipated by all those in attendance.
Men's 100 meters.
Every Olympics has a superstar, and there's every chance that this athlete could be the face of London 2012. Lane 4, USA. One of the sport's real characters, and listen to how the crowd respond. In the 100 metres, a good start, always crucial. The 100 metres final started. Needs to move through the pack. Through 50, this is really close. First place at the moment with Mexico. This is it. China finish with gold. It's silver for Mexico. Switzerland take bronze. What disappointment, and 7th position for Team USA. Well, it didn't go well from the start of this race and struggled to keep going. In the end, that's a disappointing result. One last look at the final standings then, and China, confirmation here. They win the gold medal. Second place for Mexico, that's a silver medal. Bronze for Switzerland. Third place, really good result.
Third, Switzerland in lane 2.
Let's see who's won the medals then. This is the medal tally. Well, that's the final event of the campaign. The athletes will take a well-earned rest now. From Seth Bennett, we'll do the same. We'll see you next time. For the moment, the flame continues to burn here at the Olympic Stadium in London, but it has been a quite terrific games. The performances have been every bit what you'd expect from the biggest show in the world of sport. So many iconic landmarks that have just become part and parcel of these games, and that's what London has really brought to the table. The flags wave in celebration after so many good performances. The athletes represented down on the trackside, the nations coming together as one for the last time at the 2012 Games. The city has hosted this magnificently, and this closing ceremony really does signify how the whole of the world has come together here. Many of these athletes will now be turning their attentions to the next time they get the chance to compete for an Olympic medal. The flags of the nations stretch out around the track. The Olympic rings link together at the centre of the stadium, the heart and soul of these games. For now, the lights burn brightly over the Olympic Stadium, as does the flame. The closing ceremony is well underway, and the celebrations are going to go deep into the London night. It really has been a fantastic Games. Thank you for joining us. From Seth Bennett and Alison Kirbishley, we'll see you next time.